pile again today. 4 degrees this morning. Cold. They're doing a inspection on the legs this morning. So we're only running one pit at a time because they got one leg off inspecting it. And today we are working on the middle where all the FM is. Trying to make more room for the wagons. And she's pretty hard in the middle here. You can see it's standing up about 2-3 times taller than the excavator. So we're busting this up, sending her in FM and broken kernels, and yeah, time to get this moved. They just said that there's over 2 million bushels in here. It's 2.6, 2.8 million. And they say we're only a fourth done, which it's hard to believe, but if that's the case, we've been at it. This is week 3, I believe we've been here. But yeah, getting to be a long pile, long winter, that's for sure. I think I have a wagon coming. Finally. Yep, I have a customer. A little bit dusty today. Sliding down, the corn's coming down. Another day of drying corn. Skid loader guy is moving. They use old railroad actual lines, rail lines that hold the tarps down. Just gonna explain a little more about the corn pile since I'm waiting on wagons. These are the aeration tubes. They pump air in from the fans over there. They run a line down all the way to the middle, and then they've got them set every so often. Blows air in there to cool the corn. But here I was going to show you what happens when you have a hole in the tarp. 2 little pinholes. Rain gets in there and then it creates those frozen corn. Those things are big. I don't know how far down they go, but it looks like the water went all the way from the top of the pile to the ground. Got a couple up there too. So that's what happens when you get a hole in the tarp. That's why they put on new tarps every year, because it's really hard to keep them hole free. But there's the excavator, and you can see how big the pile is. I don't know how many feet that is, but it's a ways up there. Got a few more scoops to go. Avalanche. Got a little bit of damage in there. FM. Center of the pile. This is what FM is right here. All broken kernels. Frozen chunk of it. Bits and pieces of corn. Make really good chicken feed. A lot of FM up there. My 2 towers are still standing. We're gonna knock the tower down. can see that, but it keeps going all the way down to the ground. It's a nice one. Corn tower. Good frosty morning from northern Iowa. Saturday, February 18th. Still at it. Now they're saying they're probably going to go into March before we get this done. The weather is not cooperating. Could get up to 7 inches of snow next week. It's going to get interesting. And I was gonna say when we do finally finish this pile, we're gonna have a lot of farming stuff coming. Spring's coming. Equipment ready. Put the next year's crop in the ground. Using the bucket to slow down the avalanche. Have it go both ways instead of not on my tracks. I gotta clean them out, move and reset. So. Waiting on a wagon, might as well use the bucket as a deflector. Got more tarp coming down. We've only got a couple hours left for the day. So probably deal with that tarp on Tuesday because they're closed on President's Day. Which is a bummer because they're could have 2 pits all day that day too, but it is what it is. Saturday, 4 o'clock, they're calling it. Calling it a day, we're parking it. Putting fuel on, going home. 2 days off from the pile till Tuesday. Morning. It's equipment shuffle day today. President's Day, elevators closed, not doing any pile. So I've got a bay for 2 semis here, but I've got a third one now. So I've got to move some equipment to get 1 semi put in the south end of the shed here because I need room in the shop for the snow blower, snow plow, and all snow removal equipment. We got a winter storm watch with 10 to 12 inches of snow coming, so we got to get stuff in the heated shop. And as I said before, I sold this ripper right after the first of the year. It's February 18th now and he hasn't come and gotten it yet. I'm going to move this out because I need the room for everything else. Then we've got a upgrade coming with a sprayer. Just traded this one off. Bought this new in 2010. So I had it 12 years, 3330. And then I'll show you when we get the other one what we got. Well, sometimes you get lucky. Stuff has sat since last fall. Started right up, both the 7120. That tractor will start every time almost. Really good starting tractor. Can't believe that started though. I'll let them warm up before I move them though. Well, President's Day, we got pretty much everything put away except for the plow truck before the storm tomorrow, but we gotta get Colby's pickup in there first. We're gonna load trucks for morning, make sure all the augers are working. It's 41 degrees right now and going down to 9 in the morning, so I think we'll load tonight. But we lost our 90,000 pounds for overweight, so we gotta load them back to 80. Morning. Max and Air all on corn today. got 15 loads left, or we did this morning to finish my February contract. But they say that the snow is going to start coming in at 2 o'clock, so I hope they're wrong. I got Colby stayed home from college. He's running the 86. Hopefully we can get our 15, 16 loads in today. Of course, we lost the 90,000 pound exemption last, let's see, it ended on Sunday. So now we're back to the 960 bushel loads instead of the 1,100. What do you think of that, Maxie? Kind of stinks. Kind of nice hauling 1,000 bushel loads. Oh, just a quick update on the truck and trailer. So far I really like it. Rides really nice, got plenty of power. Got it turned up to 550, 13 speed. Then I got the Bex trailer. It's 2023 Wilson ag hoppers. Comes with the automatic roll tarp. So far so good. Hopefully it holds up. It's a lot of aluminum on these trailers now. Twisting in and out of the field. Yeah, one load to the next. Everything turns white. Getting a little slippery on the intersections. We're going to try and hammer out a couple more loads, see if we can't get the contract done. It's amazing what a farmer will do for money. I got one more load to finish my contract. We're in a blizzard warning. Can't hardly see the end of the driveway, but when you gotta do what you gotta do. I didn't pile it up in the ditch anyway, but sure got it dirty. That's gonna have to warm up before we get her washed. I don't have a wash bay like I wish I did. But got the contract done, that's the main thing. Morning. Snow removal day after the Midwest blizzard. We had 3 inches. So it wasn't quite the blizzard they thought it was going to be. Of course, what's moving snow without Maxie having to ride with? At least I know where he's at when he's in here. He's running around in front of the blade and back of the pickup and everywhere else. Just gotta be with somebody at all times. Right, Maxie? Piling her up. Hopefully don't get too much more. We're running out of room. Now old Blue got another snowstorm done. Got the yard cleaned out and back by the bin, so if we want to haul corn, but the highways and blacktops are glare ice today. I don't think there'll be any hauling corn today. But yeah, poor old girl needs a fix up on the rust. It's got the Chevy rust problem on it, but runs good. Good morning. No pile today. But they've got us using the tractor and wagons to transfer corn out of this bin, which is north of the train loading dump. So we're making hot laps here today, pulling corn out of, they call it bin 20, down to the main loadout area. So a real exciting day today. Round and round we go. Well, we're still making hot laps, hauling grain from the north bin down to the train loadout. Filling out of the side chute. I think it's a 180,000 bushel bin. I had a question how the piles are made. There's a big long belt conveyor that goes out to the middle of the cement pad, and then right there between the yellow pipes there is where the trucks drive up on and dump in a little pit. Belt conveyor takes it up there, and then they can direct it different angles, different directions that they want the corn to fall on the pad there. And that's the pad number 1. Pad number 2, the pile we're doing now, has the same setup over there, except they have a conveyor coming out of the main in-house that they can also run out there and dump it onto the pad. So if the in-house goes full, they can empty the in-house out to the cement pad. And people say, well, why do they put it out on the ground? Well, it has its advantages and disadvantages. A couple advantages is it gives them 2 more places to dump in the fall when they're really busy. Not only 2 pits inside in-house, but they've got 2 pits outside. And what they do is they'll dump trucks on this pad during the day if it's dry corn coming in, and then at night when there's no inbound trucks coming, they'll use this conveyor right here to empty out the in-house. Yes, there is more risk of damage outside, but it's pretty cheap cost per bushel to put it on the ground, and it seems like the elevators only get a chance to get grain in the middle of the harvest now, because after that it all goes to end producers, so that's why they do that. Well, we're gonna call it a week on the pile. No pile till next Tuesday due to rain coming in Sunday and Monday. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. And I was gonna say, if you like the channel and like the content that we're putting out, make sure to subscribe. Getting close to 1,000 subscribers. See if we can get there.